Hi everyone, this is Jet, and it's time for another sticky trick. Today's sticky trick has to do with how to accept payments from customers for your duct tape products. First of all, if you plan on making duct tape a business, it's a good idea to get a debit card. And I know a lot of you are under 18, so I want to encourage you to talk to your parents about opening up a checking account. Checking accounts can be free or low cost, and if you get a debit card rather than a credit card, you run less of a risk of spending more money than you actually have. So talk to your parents and let them know that you'd like to sell your products and that there's less of a risk if you have a bank account. Perhaps mention that you might want to save for college or learn how to be responsible with money, and that might just encourage them to help you with that. So let's start with online methods of accepting payments. I want to start with a very popular method on YouTube, and that is just accepting cash in the mail. I want to warn you guys that this might not be such a good idea, even if it is concealed. If the package is stolen or lost during transit, there's no way of getting your money back unless you paid extra for it to be insured. Plain and simple. I've never actually allowed concealed cash as payment, but I have lost packages in the mail before. Now, some post office, or I'd like to say most post offices, are great and helpful and will help you retrieve a package if lost. But there are post offices that abuse packages, open packages, will not scan a package correctly for tracking, or will just lose it. So don't trust that your money will be safe if you send it in an envelope. And at the very least, if you're going to use that method, wrap the money up so that you cannot see it through the envelope. Because if your cash is visible, it may encourage people to steal it. A better option is check or money order. Money order is really the best option for those who don't have bank accounts, because you don't need a bank account to get a money order. You can get a money order at a bank or a post office or some retail location. And how it works is you give cash or money or in some way, and you receive, a little statement that the seller can then retrieve later for themselves. And it still isn't the safest method, because you do need to send it in the mail, but it's still just a little bit more reliable than sending cash in the mail. The third method, and the method that I prefer, is PayPal or a different program such as Skrill or Paymate that is a program of money exchange. It is the safest way to be paid, and it's really easy for buyers to send an invoice straight to your PayPal, or if you're using a marketing site such as Etsy or eBay, it'll go straight to your PayPal. And you can also ship through PayPal using their print shipping label, and that'll put all the information that you need to put on a package, such as your address and their address, and it'll take out of your PayPal account whatever price you need for shipping, so you don't have to worry about getting stamps. And you can even track your packages in PayPal. You can just click a button and find out where your package is. It's just a really safe, reliable, and convenient method to use, and I really recommend that if you have a bank account, and as long as your customers do as well, that you use that method. Now let's talk about receiving payment in person, such as just if you're selling something to someone you know or someone who is local, or if you're at a convention or craft fair. The first method is, of course, accepting cash, and unlike accepting cash for online orders, it's perfectly acceptable to accept cash in person. And when accepting in person, just make sure that you write down somewhere that you have been paid for the item, because there is no actual electronic record for it. So just try keeping an inventory sheet of all of your packages, and when you sell something, mark it down, and then you shouldn't have any problem accepting cash in person. Another option And a really good alternative for cash is the program Square. Square is an app that you download onto a smartphone, and completely free of charge, they will ship to you a little device that plugs into your cell phone and allows you to scan credit cards. Now, this is really good to offer at conventions or craft fairs because you might get a customer that has spent all their money, or they just don't carry money on them, and so they have no way of actually paying for your products. You can then just say, well, I accept credit cards, and then they can just pull out their credit card and you'll scan it. So it's really convenient to use. Just go to, just search Square on an Android or iPhone, and it's completely free, other than they'll take a small, tiny little percentage out of each payment, very similar to what PayPal does. Okay, so that's all for today's sticky trick. I hope that it was helpful and that you'll be able to make informed decisions on what payment methods to accept. Thank you for watching.